Hey everybody, welcome back. So I've been out here trying to clean up because I've done my last two projects without cleaning up in between, and I had a giant mess, and I kind of got an idea for a fun little video project test thing because I ran across this. This is the first ever quarter drive impact battery powered that I ever bought. And I remember buying it, must have been 10 years ago at least. I'd never had one or used one before, and it was an open box down at Lowe's, like half price. So I bought it just for kind of sport and amusement, and it quickly became the most tool that I use. I use this for everything from taking car interiors apart to driving self-tapping sheet metal screws. I just use it so often, and I never had more than one battery with it, and eventually the battery charger on it died. And I started charging it using one of these. You RC guys will be familiar with these, and that charges it just fine. These are really neat to have. If you don't have one, you might want to consider it. You can charge any tool battery or any battery with these, because once you plug it in and hook it up, you tell it what type of battery it is, how many cells and what the voltage is, how fast you want to charge it, and tell it go, and it does it automatically, and it stops when it's fully charged. You need a 15-volt power supply with it. A notebook power supply is too powerful that I have found, and a 12-volt one won't cut it. So you need a 15-volt power supply. I'll put affiliate links to all this below. There's probably a new one. I've had this one for quite some time. There's probably a new version of it now. But if you find this B6 V2, they work really well. I have no issues with that at all. So I did it like that for a while. And then, like, I don't know, what was it, a year ago, 10 months ago, I ran into that Hart toolkit, that 5-piece Hart tools on sale for, it was $179 5-piece tools, and I got it for, I think it was on sale for like 79 bucks or something. So I bought it, because it had, mainly because it had a new one of these in it and multiple batteries and things like that. Now, this is a brush tool. I don't know if you can see it. Most brush tools, you can see the flash arc in there when you use them. This one, I've never seen that in this one. I'm sure it's a brush tool. It's old enough. And you can still buy these or a version of them. It's probably not this same exact one, but you can still buy them. And after about the third or fourth use of this Hart one, I started having issues with it. And I made a short about it, and they screech. I'd squeeze it. If I'd go slow, it would be okay. But if I squeeze hard and fast, it'd screech. And I tried to initiate the warranty process. And let me tell you, warranty process on these, and I think it's going to be the same whether it's Hart or Ryobi or Harbor Freight or Milwaukee or anyone is the same. It's up to you to get it to a repair center. Unless it's still under store warranty, you're just not going to take it back to the store and give them another one, not even at Harbor Freight. And the problem with that is the nearest repair facility is like it's like 50, 60 miles from me. And at $4 a gallon for gas and almost $5 now, I'm not going to be driving a tool that probably cost, and I looked these up. You can buy open box of these with no battery on eBay for like 25, 30 bucks. I ain't going out of my way to do that. It's just going to go in the bin. And you know what? If it's under 100 bucks, you're probably going to do the same thing. You're either going to have to pack it up and mail it and do without it. And then if it's something that they say is not their fault, you're either never going to get the tool back or you're going to have to pay them to mail it back to you. So I think these under $100 tools, the warranty is worthless. I don't care whether it's 3 months or 5 years. You're just going to bin the thing and go get another one. So anyway, I took this one apart and I found a bunch of manufacturing crap inside of it. I cleaned it all out, and since then it has worked fine. And I just charged the batteries on all of these, by the way. And recently I ran across a super deal on these. Now this is Hart's brand new one. This is Hart's brushed version 2. There's another brushed version of this, and because I was going to go buy the Harbor Freight Hercules one, because I watched Clint over at Tool Review Zone driving 1/2 inch, 4 or 5 inch long lag bolts into treated lumber with that 1/4 inch impact drive, 1/4 inch bit driver, for God's sakes, not even a true 1/4 inch, square drive. And not that I would ever do anything like that. I'd probably get a 1/2-inch gun or at least a 3/8 to do that. But he's driving it with that Harbor Freight, and I think, wow, that's really neat. And I went down and looked, and of course I don't have any Hercules batteries, so I'd have to buy into their battery system. And then I started looking around and I saw this, and if I didn't mention it, I paid for all of these with my money. Nobody sent these to me to review or anything like that. So this is Hart's brushless version, their version 2. It is model number, don't know if you can see that, HPID 26. And it comes with a 2 amp hour battery. I think it's interesting to note that their new 2 amp hour batteries is the exact same size as the old 1.5 amp hour battery. And of course, this Hitachi is a 10.8 volt tool. It's not even a 20 volt tool, or 18. 20 is kind of a lie. But anyway, and this brushed one is an HPID 01VN. It still works good. I mean, it's not all that powerful. It's probably more powerful than this, but I haven't even used this one yet. I haven't done a thing with it other than stick the battery on it, charge it up. And one thing I do note about the 1.5 or the new 2 amp hour batteries is, unlike the old 1.5, these have a battery meter on them. So these batteries have all been freshly charged. I got a couple what I think is the biggest lag bolts I would ever try and drive with a 1/4-inch bit driver, which is a 5/16 lag bolt. I got a bit adapter here and a 6-point socket on it, and I got a donor piece of 4x4 here. So I thought, you know what? Let's try it. Let's see how these do. I'm going to have to mount the camera someplace. How about up here? Is that too high? I don't know. Can you even see that from there? I can't see the screen from there, so I'm going to have to stand on something. Oh yeah, you can see it from there. Anyway, let's try this. Let's start with the Hitachi. And you'll have to take my word for it. I just took this off the charger. Let's see what this will do. No pilot holes. I'd say we're giving up the ghost right about there. And remember, this is a 10-year-old battery, so it doesn't have anywhere near its full power. Plus, as I said, it's only a 10.8 volt, 10.8/12 volt peak. So everybody's lying about it. 1.7 watt battery, 1.7 amp hour battery. No, it can't be. Can't be 1.7. Can it be 1.7? 17 watt hours. Okay, whatever. So I'm going to take it out. Let's take it back out with the Hitachi. And let's try the, ow, that's hot. And let's try the brushed Hart model, because this thing has never struck me as having all that much power. I may have to switch the lag screws to let them cool down. That's why I got 2. Am I going the right way? Nope. Here we go. Okay, it had no problem doing that. So despite the fact that I thought it wasn't as powerful, it is actually more powerful than the Hitachi by quite a bit. That was better than I thought it was going to do. Let's try the new brushless one. Ow, that's hot. Jeez. Oh yeah, way faster. All right, I don't know, did this teach us anything? I wish I had some bigger lag bolts, but I also want to be honest with you. I don't know that I would ever go out of my way to drive a bigger lag bolt than 5/16 3-inch into a pilotless hole with a 1/4-inch bit driver, impact bit driver. Anyway, nice to know that they could do it. The Hitachi, I don't think ever would have made it to bottom. It would have give up the ghost before, and I don't want to wreck it because I still like the thing and still probably would use it from time to time. But here's the difference in size between the old Hart brushed and the new Hart brushless. As you can see, there is quite a bit difference in length, and that's one of the beauty of brushless motors. Not only are they more powerful, but they're short. So I would say weight's about the same. They're pretty much the same tool other than the motor and the length. They've shortened this up a bit. The actual bit holder, they've shortened that up quite a bit too. That's got to be a good 3/8 of an inch shorter than the other one. Light's about the same on the front. So yeah, I mean, let's compare it to the Hitachi. It's quite a bit fatter than the old Hitachi. About the same length though, about the same length. But obviously, both of these 20-volt tools, even that Hart that I don't think is very powerful, have a lot more power than the old Hitachi. Anyway, I bought this just because I got it super cheap. It was an open box deal, just like this. It was an open box deal. I don't know how old these V2 Hart tools are, but I'm going to get a lot of use out of that because I think it's going to be my go-to for the most part because I like how stubby it is. Anyway, thanks for hanging out and having fun with me, and I'll go back to cleaning up. Please like and subscribe. That would help me a lot, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.